Hello, my name's Mandy from Mandy Sorts It Out, and I've been doing a bit more decluttering. One of the things I want to sort out is I want to sort out all the stuff that I've got in tubs over there in the corner of my lounge before my children have to sort it out. And I went through one of the tubs yesterday and I've got a little video of that I will put up in the corner. It took an awful lot longer than it needed to, because basically what I have decided to do at the beginning of this was just to catalogue everything that I have got in those tubs. And I've been filling in this book, just listing everything that I have got as I come across it, so that when I finished with it all, I can sort of group things together, not deal with things piecemeal, but do it in the most efficient way by sorting things out that are related to each other. I can't seem to focus on just writing things down now. I need to look at things to see what they are to be able to describe them in the list, but then I look at them and I get absolutely into them, fascinated with them, looking around at them, and it takes me a lot longer. This video is 42 minutes long, I think, and I stopped after a while because I was getting backache, and I went off, did some other things. Then I came back and did another session, which I thought I had videoed, but it turns out I'd taken a photograph instead of turning the video on. So this is all the video I have, but it's enough really. Who needs to see me sorting things out? I'll just show you some of the things that I came across. Now this was all in the paperwork I received from my granny's cousin after she passed. She left me her family history paperwork in her will, and in particular one big box. I think it was quite a metal box, but I had to leave it behind. It was very battered anyway, but I couldn't fit it in my suitcase. I found these embroidery transfers. I think they must be during the wartime, given the nature of them. The Run Rabbit Run makes me think of Dad's Army. They're very sweet. I don't really know what to do with those, but I don't have to think, what do I do with it yet? I just have to list it. And then there was notes to income tax for the years 1949 to 1950 here. I'm going to do a post, I think, and post these up because I think they're so interesting. The allowances that you can get are very different to the allowances you can get today. For instance, you can get £25 allowance if you maintain a daughter who lives with you because you or your wife are old and infirm, because that was a thing back then. It isn't a thing now, but anyway, I thought I'll post this up in a post so anyone who wants to can have a look at it. This little thing, I'd seen it before and I was like, not really sure what it was. But I did a Google Lens search for it, and it is apparently called a fob medal, and people used to wear them on their fob watches. Now only men wore fob watches as far as I'm aware, so this would have been a man's thing, and they were often given out if people won them for things. This is blank, so it was obviously bought for something that just never happened. I'm sure there's a story there, but it'll never be found out now. I look at all these things and I get quite carried away. I just have to keep going, really. I have to keep going until I've got it all written down, and then I have to figure out my plan for after that, what I do next and in what order I do them. Oh, by the way, I did find a little tiny purse. I think it's made out of tortoiseshell. Not entirely sure. It's not shiny, but then it's very old. It's absolutely minute. You wouldn't get much in it at all, but I think it might be a really, really old purse, and it's got a maker's name in it. And when I looked that name up, it was for an exclusive maker. I'll show you the video of the purse because it's very sweet, and I've never seen anything like it, and I don't know exactly what it could possibly be. So this is one of the things that was in my granny's cousin's papers, and it's much smaller than it looks. It's I think it's made out of tortoiseshell, and those bits have got some sort of, they're supposed to expand. Obviously it's quite old. There's a maker's mark in it. It looks like a little purse. I mean, it's badly in need of restoration. But it does look like a little purse. A tiny, tiny little purse. There is a little, I don't want to damage it, so I'm being very careful. There is a little bit here that you can look down those. So I suppose that's where your coins would have been. But it's really tiny, and you can see it was made by J R Pearce of, I think it's 77 Cornhill, London, which apparently made very posh storage boxes. Now, I don't know. I don't know if this has got any sort of value. I did think about asking the Victoria and Albert Museum if they would like this, because you see how tiny it is. I'm sure it's a lady's purse, but probably a very old one. I'm going to try and open it again. It's just a very, very delicate little thing, but I'm sure that has to be something from the past, and I don't know if they'd be interested in that or not. But I can try and ask them if it would be something that they would wish to have in their collection. They're the ones I think of for textiles. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.